Hello everyone, this is Shokora Zouheikyoku aka chocomint, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Teachers with Love and Passion. In the last playthrough, we had more interactions with Mr. Hanson, in which we met him at the library, the school library, on the weekends, since Hannah has suddenly had a burst of inspiration to do something new. To try something out that she hasn't tried before, which is reading romance book. And so we have the book sharing section with Mr. Hanson about Dracula soon. I wonder what will happen. Let's go. I'm cleaning out my locker while Mr. Hanson is drinking a cup of black coffee and correcting his students' homework. It's just us and the silence in this empty room. I don't know when we got so close that not speaking doesn't bother either of us. Maybe it was my fault for crossing his way all the time. Or maybe it was him, teasing and yelling at me as if he cared about me. What are you talking about? He cared about you in his own crumbly way. I don't know, but I'm glad it happened. Thinking about how rude he was during our first meeting makes me laugh now. That day I wanted to open a hole and bury myself in it. I think that, at the time, he was trying too hard to show me who were the boss. Now he is here, not minding me. And to think that it all happened because I called him by his name. What's the matter? Just thinking.
It must be something bad because of all the noise you're making.
Really?
Yes, it's annoying.
Sorry. Stretching the towel on my cheek, I avert my eyes, embarrassed for not being self-conscious enough. Mr. Hanson, on the other hand, only stares at me over his glasses. He is probably waiting for me to talk about it without having to ask. Mr. Hanson, do you think we know each other well enough now?
I wouldn't say enough, but it is something.
Does it mean we are better than what we were before?
I suppose. Why do you ask?
I was wondering. Would you mind if I call you by your name?
What?
Still too soon?
That's not it. Isn't it fine the way it is now?
Yeah, but... Sorry. I was thinking about the first time we met again. I didn't mean to disturb your work. I knew you would disagree with me anyway.
What are you concluding when I haven't answered your question? In my opinion, calling someone by the first name shows care and familiarity. Does it bother you that I'm not showing you such affection, Miss Fine? Oh, it does. Oh my. Oh, he does smirk. Oh my.
That's not it. It's just weird to call you Mr. Hanson when I call everyone by their first names. I feel like we have something different from the others. That's why I wanted to call you as I do with everyone.
Also, that words that she just said earlier, that sounds really misleading too, if you try to read into it. In other words, you want to place me on the same level as the others.
I guess.
I refuse.
What?
I liked the way things are. But if you want to make it different, then how about I call you by your first name? Now you are embarrassed. Why is that? I'm sure you know why, but sure.
The door opening makes me jump back. At the same time, my heart stopped beating for a second.
Eric. Of course, it's Eric. Oh.
Standing at the entrance, Eric greets us with the innocent smile of someone that has no idea what he has just interrupted. Also, speaking of Eric, I didn't see him much on Marcus' route. That's interesting. Oh, Miss Fine. I was looking for you. Hi, Eric. I need your help with some papers. Come with me to.
Excuse me.
Eh?
It is not polite to demand something from your superior.
Uh,
You didn't even ask her if she was busy or not.
Right. Sorry, Miss Fine. Are you busy?
She is.
Eh? Uh, really?
Are you doubting my words?
Of course not, Mr. Hanson. I'm just wondering why you are answering for her. Eric whispers the words like a viper spitting his poison. Mr. Hanson's annoyed glare becomes darker, transpiring the anger taking over his mind. He doesn't like when others question his orders. However, this time it doesn't seem to be the only problem.
That's not your business. She can help you later.
Of course. Then I will see you later, Miss Fine. Yeah. Not wanting to start an unnecessary scene, Eric bows politely before leaving us behind. I turn my eyes in Hanson's direction, showing my clear confusion. He shakes his head, still staring at the open door.
I don't like this boy's behavior. Thomas better join him again, or I will do it myself. What's with her face?
You know I'm not busy.
What do you mean? Aren't you talking to me?
Yeah, but
Isn't this enough reason to say you are busy?
I can't believe my ears. Does it mean he yelled at Eric just because he wanted me to stay with him?
Yes, if you interpreted it like that. I mean, reasonable.
Why? Giving me a winning smile, Hanson turns back to his work. The butterflies are twirling in delight inside my stomach, but the confusing clown is still covering my mind. He doesn't even want to talk anymore. He just wants to keep me here. How am I supposed to take this? My heart is set on flames again, and I think it's going to leave burning strictly to ignore.
Yes. I mean, you don't talk much. You don't talk much, or chattive, or chatty, but their silence is sometimes is very good too. Especially if it's some kind of comfortable silence, just hanging out, knowing that someone else familiar is in their same group.
It's past 8 p.m. I should be home already, but we're gonna be stuck in a classroom for a few hours more. The exam week is always harsh on both sides, but thankfully, it's finally over. The students are exhausted, sad, and mostly annoyed for only remembering the answers now. And the same goes for us. But instead of being annoyed by the question, we are wondering what we did wrong for them. Spending a few hours extra here helped me quit the test. The result wasn't so bad, but it could be better. And it will. I will work hard to help them next semester. I thought to myself as I walked down the empty hallways. Soon I will be home, and I will get rid of the pain in my neck and the exhaustion from my shoulders. Not this again. I can't help but remember the other night when I had trouble with the printer. However, This time, I feel safer knowing that some teachers are still around. I take slow steps, trying to reach the entrance as fast as possible. Suddenly, my body stopped. My eyes widened, seeing a tall, dark silhouette blocking my way. I gulped, praying for the best. Hello? Oh gosh, Eric. I'm not sure seeing Eric in this tower is a good thing or not. Miss Fine? What are you still doing here? I had some work to do. But what about you? You scared me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Mr. Kleiman was having trouble with his emails, so I decided to stay to help him. I see. But, Miss Fine, aren't you working too much? I heard you stay late for 3 days this week. Yeah. It's been hot lately. But I'm done now and I would try to rest a bit. Can you promise me that? I promise. Good. His smile is so lovely. Yes, his smile really is very lovely. His face is also very lovely too. Everything about him is very lovely in a sense. I really like his appearance and his desire. I never thought I had someone to rely on me as he does. Every time he is around, I feel the need to act like a responsible adult and protect him. I see this is like a brother zone, a sibling zone, a younger brother zone. Are you going home, Miss Fine? Yes, I'm gonna get the bus. Oh, then let me walk you to the bus stop. Thank you. I'm really happy that he suggested it. I like to walk home at night, but I don't like to wait at the bus stop all alone. It feels too dangerous. Standing by my side, we walk out of the school. Sitting on the bench with me, Eric reads in silence. The sound on the street is not enough to make me feel comfortable. It's just weird. Eric is always lively, fun, and talkative, like a child. His silence feels unusually empty. Worried, I turned around only to find his eyes staring at me. I don't even try to hide my surprise, and yet he doesn't say anything. Uncomfortable, I put my hair behind my ear, turning my attention to the street. What are you thinking about, Eric? Eric? Try guessing. How the hell am I supposed to know that? I don't know, about work? About earlier. Earlier? Yes, that moment when Mr. Hanson was so loud. It was a bit troublesome, you know. I understand what you mean. I was surprised too. Then why didn't you say anything? Hey, Miss Fine. Why didn't you tell him to shut up? Why didn't you fight it? It's strange how his words sound so aggressive, but his face shows me such a soft smile. But that's not all. His questions are also troubling me. I didn't ask myself this before, but it's true. Why didn't I say anything? Hanson was taking control of the situation and I just let him do it. It didn't feel bad. Oh, I get it. What? Nothing. Oh, look, I think your bus is here. Yeah. Like a switch turned on, his voice became cheerful again. As if nothing of this ever happened. Then you should hurry and go home. Of course. Thank you for staying with me, Eric.
It was a pleasure.
See you tomorrow.
Yes, I'll see you, Miss Fine.
I walk inside the bus while Eric sits outside, looking at me through the window. His smile looks cold. The light in his eyes seems to have faded.
Oh dear.
Averting my eyes, I look at the floor. I'm probably too tired, imagining things around me. Taking a deep breath, I wait for the bus to take me home. Work, parents, meetings, research, and lots of students crying for help. Just another typical week in my teacher's life. Slow stops lead me through crowded halls as I wonder what I should have for lunch. The day is going smoothly, so I should keep it that way. I'm thinking about something light. Oh, so something sweet as a treat for my hard work, heh?
That's why I'm here too. Me too. My friend told me they saw a man walking around the halls the other night.
Loud voices inside an empty classroom caught my attention, making me stop halfway in the hall. I take a peek through the door, finding 3 kids sitting at desks as they talk about something exciting.
They said that man kept going in and out of classrooms.
What?
Wait, why was your friend at school at night? They forgot their notes and came back to take them. Can it be Mr. Fox? I heard he likes to work overnight. No, they saw Mr. Fox leaving early that night, but not that man.
What the hell? This is serious.
I'm wondering.
Since the last time we met with Mr. Hanson, we didn't hear him going home or anything. There's a little bit of description says that didn't hear him leave in a sense. Like Hannah saw him leave, but I don't know the exact word, but the meaning of it is that he didn't leave as expected what scene. Why didn't they say anything to Thomas?
Do you think it's the bloodsucker?
What the hell, kids?
I mean, it's more exciting to think about their fantasy stuff instead of the real life stuff though. And it's kids, so.
Mr. Mitchell told me he saw the bloodsucker once.
Do you believe that? Kinda. I mean, he wouldn't lie about something like that, right?
Yes, he would.
Do you think the bloodsucker is looking for food? Stop it, it's scary. Yeah, let's get something to eat.
The kids leave the room, not noticing me standing behind the wall. I watch them walk until the small silhouettes disappear from my sight. This is troublesome. Maybe it is a school horror tale or something. Either way, I should keep my eyes open in case a weird man is breaking into his school. Shaking my head, I go back to my goal. Another day ends. Tonight I decided to clean up my house to help me clean up my thoughts. I finished correcting all students' assignments, and my dinner is set on the table. Throwing my body back on the couch, I signed, relieved. I never felt so accomplished. Happiness is in the small things. You only learn this when you are an adult and realize that having your dishes done makes you smile. Now I should eat my dinner and go to bed. Or maybe I should do something fun.
Go to bed anyway or text someone? Let's text someone, why not?
It won't hurt to spend some time bothering someone.
Especially Mr. Hanson.
And I know exactly who.
Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Hanson.
What do you want? Didn't I tell you not to text me here unnecessary?
Wanting to talk to you is not unnecessary.
Why do you insist on spending time with me?
Maybe I just like to hear you being rude, because you are different from the others.
Be clear.
You are not trying to impress me or please me. You are just being you. And I like it. Mr. Hanson?
You are such a troublesome girl. Can't you bother someone else?
I can.
Really?
Yes. I mean, the other teachers are online now.
You talk to them here too? Is it for the same reason you talk to me?
Why are you asking me that?
Just curious. If it's the same, then you should go talk to them.
What if it is different?
Then you should only talk to me. Wouldn't it be enough?
I thought you said you didn't like to talk to anyone out of the group chat.
I'm willing to make an exception for you if you make the same for me.
But they are my friends too. Okay.
Interesting. You can talk to them at school, but keep this space only for me. Then, where is it that you wanted to talk to me?
I am not sleepy. I finished reading the book you recommended.
Oh, and are you ready to present me your assignment?
I wrote an extra essay for you. Should I send it to you?
Yes. I'll read through it later.
Okay. I just want to say that I loved it and I'm looking forward for more recs from you.
Miss Fine, I realize you want to be close to me, but you should be careful with the things you say. Words have power and your obedience is calling for my control. I will give you time to think about this. I have to go now. Have a good night.
That's an interesting word or sentence. What do you mean calling for your control? Like, is he like he likes control? So kind of the controlling man in a sense? Is it what he says? I hope that's the normal sense and not some kind of fantasy supernatural thing. Since I did read a lot of supernatural stuff, so I mean the stories have been normal so far, so maybe not. How am I going to sleep now? Staring at my phone screen, I raised a hand on my chest, feeling my heart beating too fast. What is this supposed to mean? Does he want me to stay away or is he letting me know that it's too late? Why am I so excited about this?
I wonder.
After lunch, Edgar and I decided to stay in the lounge for a bit while we waited for our ships. I asked him to help me with my work since I'm bad with numbers. I hate working with percentages.
Seriously? This is so easy.
Yeah, easy for you to say, Mr. Math Teacher. Said the math teacher.
I'm serious.
Me too. I was the worst at it when I was at school. I used to fail all my exams.
No way.
Yeah, I remember my parents getting mad at me a few times because of it.
Poor baby Hana. I bet you cry a lot at your exams.
Oh, shut up.
Don't worry, I'm not going to scold you. I'm a nice teacher. And I promise to give you history classes for Captain if you are a good girl.
You are so annoying, Edgar. Interrupting our conversation, Mr. Hanson walks into the room, being welcomed by Edgar's loud laughs. My heart skips a bit when my eyes meet his face. His beautiful face. I'm still thinking about what we talked about the other night. My feelings are confusing, and I don't want to trust my heart on this. Hanson looks at me with the same expression he looks at Edgar. Yet, my face feels hot.
What's up, boss?
Nothing.
As always. Hey, listen. Do you know that Hannah can't count?
Edgar!
She can't even sing.
Embarrassed, I jump over Edgar, covering his mouth in an attempt to shut him up. I don't want Mr. Hanson to think I'm not good enough. Edgar laughs while I try my best not to look at Mr. Hanson's face. You are a pain.
I'm joking. But say, are you good at history at least?
Yes.
Oh, too bad, Lars. I think I'm the only one giving Miss Bond extra classes.
Edgar, stop.
How noisy.
Leering at us, Lawrence catches her stuff and walks out of the room again. For a moment, we only looked at each other, trying to understand why he was so angry.
Was he jealous? It looks like he's jealous though.
What was that?
No idea.
I took a look at the table in the center, finding something that caught my attention. Ah, he forgot his book.
Better take it better. Or else we will have to deal with a crumbier Hanson later.
I'll do it. Be back in a minute.
Good luck.
Running out of the lounge, I find Mr. Hanson pass through a few kids in the halls. Mr. Hanson! He stops, turning around at the sound of my voice. He is still wearing the same annoyed expression, and somehow I feel like he is watching me from above as he used to do when we first met. Catching my breath, I stand in front of him. It feels a bit weird to be around him after that conversation. His last words still stir the feelings in my heart and make me wonder if he is playing with me. He didn't say anything about his feelings, but neither did he seem to want to leave me alone. Mr. Hanson, you forgot your book. Eh?
I'm impressed you noticed it. I thought you were too busy having fun with Mitchell. Yeah, he's kinda jealous over here.
That's not it. We were just fooling around.
Yes, like two annoying kids. I thought you were better than this, Miss Fine.
What? I didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, you did.
What is this? Don't tell me he is jealous of me.
Do you enjoy spending your time with Mitchell that much?
I do.
Does it mean you like him?
What? No. What are you saying? Don't you like to spend time with him too?
Of course not.
Do you like spending it with me? I thought he would answer it as fast as before and make me feel bad, but no. He is confusing me again.
It is always interesting to be around you. I enjoy it quite a lot.
My heart leaves in my chest, almost making my body move away from Hanson. Does it mean he likes to have fun with me or make fun of me?
That's a good question. How about both?
Smirking, he takes a step closer.
I can assume you feel the same way away. I can assume you feel the same about me. Interesting. I'll keep it in mind. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go. I hope to see you again later.
Yes.
And please, stay away from Mitchell.
What? Moving apart, he turns back, walking down the hall. I didn't realize I was holding back my breath until I noticed the black dots in my eyes. Shaking my head, I decided to go back to the lounge.
Interesting thing happened, huh?
So there should be a quick pause for a playthrough for teachers with love and passion. So this time we actually have time to discuss with Mr. Hanson about the stories that we have been recommended to. Hannah has been recommended to, and more seeing with Mr. Hanson now with more doki feeling in your heart, and confusions and a lot of feelings. Hannah is like struggling with her emotions right now. She is afraid, but she also wants to love at the same time, so it's very confusing, and it's gonna take a while for her to come to a conclusion. But that's okay. Take your time, girl. You still have the time inward. And thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next playthrough of Teachers with Love and Passion. Bye-bye!